So our next speech is an advanced speech. That's what the AS stands for. I'm hoping we've got the evaluator on the right page, Ian. So did you just want to read the objectives for Sandy?
Sure, Archie. So Sandy's objectives are to prepare a humorous speech drawn from your own experience, strengthen the speech by adopting and personalising humorous material from outside sources, and deliver the speech in a way that makes the humour effective. The time is 5 to 7 minutes.
Lovely. So with the speech entitled Life in the 60s, please welcome to the stage Sandy.
She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. What decade am I in?
60s.
Swinging 60s. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow members, and very welcome guests, good evening. At the first school I attended, at the age of 5, the playground was a rough old common square yard. And next to that was a set of rather dilapidated, shabby outbuildings. And that was the school. One of these had some rickety old stairs, no handrails, going up to a rather dark, gloomy attic, where we had some of our lessons. This was north of Birmingham, where the rain chucked it down. And I remember looking up at the roof, and I could see the sky, which explains why there was always a bucket on the floor. Drip, drip, drip. It was cold and it was damp up there, but we were happy. The toilets, they were something else. They were outside. To get to them, you had to go across the yard. There were only 2 of them. They were next to the coal bunker. And they had 2 thin wooden doors with about 2 feet gap underneath, through which the winter wind, icy cold, blasted like a freezing gale underneath. The pipework was on the side, and I remember they were always wrapped around with some old bits of rag and bits of old cloth to stop the pipes from freezing in the winter, which they never did. The flushing of these toilets was a long, big 6-foot metal chain that went up to one of those 10-foot square tin cylinders. And with all due respect to that great man of toilet plumbing, Thomas Crapper, nothing flushed. Plumbing, well, washing machines had been invented then, but nobody had figured out how to plumb one in. So you had this big rubber hose that went into the sink, and all the dirty water gurgled down the plug hole, which subsequently blocked. And to dry the clothes, you had a roller dryer. You put one item at a time into the roller. You turn the handle at the side, and the excess water dripped out, and you turn the handle as I pulled the item out, one sock at a time. How I wish I'd kept my mum's roller dryer. As a family relic? Don't be daft. I could save electricity and use that today. It was fabulous. Coinage in those days. Well, we had this, 1D. So big you can probably see it at the back. We had 12D to a shilling, equivalent to a 5p piece today. We had half crowns, florins, chunky threepenny bits, sixpences, and half Ds. We had so much coinage juggling in our pockets, no wonder we all went round like this, listing. The Beatles. Beatlemania was a worldwide sensation. And with a tribute to Cilla Black, who died on Saturday, icon of the 60s, she would have known how the girls screamed. Ah! Did I scream like that for Paul McCartney? I'm not going to tell you. Hemlines, shut up. If they had gone much higher, we would all have been going round in just one of these, a belt. Did I wear a micro mini in those days? No. With my tanned legs and my high-heeled shoes? Maybe I did. Politicians. Well, actually, I might have worn a micro mini unless you were at my school when, even at the age of 18, in a thick green regulation tunic, kneel on the ground, girls. If the hemline didn't touch the floor, you were sent home. Everything was regulation. Even your name tapes had to be securely sewn on. Yes, even your thick regulation green knickers. Politicians, what were they like then? Well, they were much the same as they are today. They got themselves mixed up in highly public affairs with women. John Profumo, it was a sensation of the 60s and still reverberates today. Television, it was black and white, only 2 channels, and they started at lunch. And we all crowded round to watch Neil Armstrong land on the moon. Sundays, well, no internet, nothing open. You could turn on the radio and you could listen to family favourites. If you didn't like that, you always had Sing Something Simple. That was the choice. We darned the holes in our socks with one of these. Do I still darn the holes in my socks? Why do I still have one of these? What else happened in the 60s? If you wanted central heating, it was only really for the well-off. Nobody'd heard of welfare.